like, oh, so I made it like banner size in Canva. And apparently that's just what it does on all events. Because then I was going to like other people's events, and I'm like, why? Well, I'm kind of, interested in all these car shows. It does that to everyone's graphic. Like, no matter what size it is, like,
And that's why we're recording.
recording,
Yeah.
like,
Hello.
I see. Yeah, like, it does it to theirs, even though theirs is a long one too, that looks like it would fit that space.
Yes.
It does that.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand, and I looked through a couple of events and they were all doing that. Cause I was like, oh, I'll just make one that fits, that way, it makes a little bit more sense. And then it did that, and I tried it two different ways, two different times. Like, I even tried making, like, pushing all my information in, and it still just kept doing it and cutting it off weird. But then also the notification then said that I changed like the location. And I was like, I'm not changing the location, I'm just changing the banner on it. But like my notification was like, oh, Legends and Liberty changed the location. I'm like, I didn't. I don't know if that's pushing that out to everybody, saying I changed the location.
Okay. I actually don't have a lot to report on, and I was trying a new setup, so we'll probably wait one more week, maybe to talk about the special event insurance business law. We can wait another comment, so I apologize for that, because my plan, I was trying to set something up so that way I wouldn't have to try and get a computer every time. So I did that. I have in my hand, I'm just passing this around real quick, and then any one of you can get started, but I think Jackson should go first and introduce himself. So I'm gonna pass this around, but you can go ahead.
My name is Jackson Fight Connell. My mother actually works at, spell it?
No, it's a cool
Okay. My mother actually works at the Pike County Memorial. She takes care of quite a few people, including maybe some of you. She's pretty well known around here. Her name's Tracy Fight. We've lived here for about 3 to 4 years. We moved here from Rogers, Arkansas, where I was born. Just been, traveling from place to place every few years my whole life. So this is probably where we've stayed the longest, I'd say. A little bit about me.
Drafts are really cool.
Yeah. My hobby is I love to build things with my hands.
So is yours the one for that trailer under that?
See out the window.
My name's Steve Woodhill.
Listen to Steve.
And then Steve, you talked to my husband today. I'm going to talk to him. And he had said you guys are looking together like a kid's blog.
Yeah, he approached me with the idea. I'm still new to it. I'm trying to come up with new ideas, but I need to know a little bit more information before I can come up with something. I have a couple ideas floating around in my head.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe to get kids out. I know there are a few older people that I know that have bikes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing special, but I was thinking maybe if I came up with like a raffle, maybe I could raffle something.
Yeah.
So that would motivate people to come out.
Yeah.
Because if you just simply say, hey, whoever wins.
Right. And I mean, we're doing trophies for the car show too, so we can add in trophies for that section as well. And if we wanted to make it like like a just no gas class essentially, that way like that's your bicycles, your scooters, your little kid battery operated, what are those called? The Hot Wheels? No, like the little Hot Wheels, like the little plastic kid things.
Power Wheels.
Power Wheels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked. I remember when I was little, before toy brush check and everything, I would always look at the Power Wheels. I thought they were cool when I was little. I always wanted one, but it's too late now. But
It's never too late.
No, it's not that, I won't fit in one now.
Well, now you just can upgrade to like the little Coleman tube.
That's right.
But, yeah, so I've been having that idea floating around my head since you approached me with it yesterday, I'm pretty sure. I come up with something. Oh, he also said he was gonna enter my trailer in the car show.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, if we wanna do some kind of.
Actually, I have a really cool chopper bike.
Yeah.
It was a limited production run from 2000, I think it was 2001, 2000 to 2005.
Yeah,
It's called the Schwinn OCC or Orange County Chopper.
okay.
It was, I think they were inspired by the TV show Orange County Choppers. Have you heard of it?
Yeah,
It's where they build a bunch of custom motorcycles. Actually, all the, you know, I was thinking I could bring that, if we made like a bike show, I could bring that to it, and that could be like the main thing. Because I think mine will definitely catch a lot of eyes. It looks something like that. Think about the
That's
seat
super
blower.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Schwinn didn't do that for a very long time.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
I love
They
that.
only did it for like 6 years,
Yeah,
and I
Very
think I got it
cool.
for like a couple $100 for my 12th birthday.
yeah.
That's
and
pretty cool.
Do we just
Wow.
wanna do it as like a, what would you call it, like a pedals and pusher
I wish we had
class?
more bikes like that, because that would draw a lot of attention.
That way, like, it's just anything.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Right.
You know, that includes
But a
your
lot of
scooters, your
kids-
skateboards, your
Right.
bikes.
Yeah, but a lot of kids here in town, they don't have that. They have BMXs, maybe beach cruisers.
Yeah,
So that's had me kind of pause on that whole idea. They're kind of raggedy bikes, the ones I've seen riding around,
but it still gets them involved,
I suppose.
you know, maybe it'll motivate them to clean them up,
True.
bust out a little steel wool.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, we're advertising this all the way from Hannibal to St. Louis as well. So like, if people have, you know, parents coming in for the car show or just to come to the event, they could throw their bike in the back and participate as well.
And then my teacher, Mr. Priest, she works here at the high school, she's an art teacher. She actually gave me another idea
Yeah.
that would be kind of neat to do. We could do a bike marathon where we could like start from some point here in town and ride to the riverfront to the car show.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
yeah,
The thing is, I still need some kind of initiative to motivate younger kids to come out and do this, because I bet adults, no problem.
yeah. What do you feel like would motivate kids to participate?
Things, honestly, just like if they can win something big. It's gotta be something big for some kids to just get out of the house and ride their bike, possibly. I know a couple kids here in town that are my fans, I guess. They wanna ride around my trailer,
Yeah,
but, you know, I haven't really thought of anything besides raffling something off.
yeah.
Like a bike trailer. I have an extra bike trailer at home, but I'm not sure if I really wanna
Part
part
of
with it without some money first.
I mean, could we do,
Even just like that Schwinn trailer I got, it's 3 years old. And I think when I got it, it was $130.
yeah,
I think it was like it's one of those lower end trailers.
yeah. I mean, do we think we could maybe try to get like tractor supply to, you know, donate either like new pedals, new handlebars,
Could do
bike
that, 'cause-
basket?
Could do that, because then they could, you know, sponsor themselves, you know, for no reason
Right,
other than just to, let's say, like, because I know they have wagons there. They have wagons, but they're not bicycle trailers.
right,
So really, why would a kid, because that's part of the thing, if I can raffle a bicycle trailer off, they're gonna be like excited because they see me riding around with this thing
Yeah.
and they're gonna think, oh, cool, bicycle trailer, I can tow stuff in there, make what he makes.
yeah,
You know, kind of expand that idea that I have.
yeah, that's what I mean, like if we can figure out to get somebody to donate different bike accessories.
Because all you need, trailer, bike, cardboard, you can make whatever you want.
Yeah.
Glue, obviously, too, but you
Yeah.
can make whatever you want. You know,
Alright, I'm gonna put that on my list to note some stuff.
Just one quick question. Have you been to Tiny Town at all?
I've seen it, I haven't went into it, but I've seen it driving by. It's a nice little idea, I guess.
Well, I didn't know if there was a good recruitment ground from there because I don't know how popular it gets.
I mean, it's more popular on the weekends,
Mm.
when their parents are off work.
Okay.
It's usually younger kids, probably below the age of,
Get really into 5, 6, 7.
yeah.
I have a quick question
Yes.
on this. You explained this before, and I can't remember. The motel consulting expense, what is that?
I think that's our expenditures, right?
Um,
All of our expenditures.
The only thing that I can, because I'm always in a rush, and I talk to the treasurer, and I could never just like methodically get it down. I do know that whatever the number it says remaining on the right side, bottom right, the very last number, that's what we have in the account. And those are invoices, but I can't recall why there's two separate brackets.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, just looking at the numbers. Some months, for example, November 24, it was 7,000 hotel motel tax. December it was 0. Out here. Especially at Christmas. And in January, 4,000. February was $13.
Well, I'm wondering why it's going monthly, considering it's reported quarterly.
Yeah. I don't understand
Well,
where those are coming from, but that should be, so maybe you can get her to explain it.
Would that-
Be using those?
would that be a good question to ask just her directly, or should that be a good work study?
Probably the work study. Exactly where those numbers are coming from. Or is it because we're not getting the fees in from the hotels?
Actually,
Or, I mean, there's no way in the world a hotel would have some business.
so there's a partial answer to that. Obviously, can't really say which one, but it brought to my attention that whenever she would pull those taxes, that there were certain places not.
Since also.
And then also, just a heads up, basically we have to make sure that we spend what we can of the account now before the new budget comes in. And so I talked to the treasurer who said, get all the purchase orders and stuff in, before it's ready. Because she's trying to trying to organize things in such a way so she can break this thing off one at a time. I thought, okay, so I still have not received, release forms from the 3 other band members, but I texted 2 of them, got a response. I haven't messaged Stage Dogs because I have never responded to previous emails. And then also, I think it was a good call on your end for the radio station ads for June, right? Because let's see, June 1st, I think June 2nd is a Monday, June 1st might be a Sunday. So I mailed out the sponsorship letters. We were having issues with the postal machine downstairs has issues, but I sent out sponsor letters for like the show, and I slashed all the prices because $1,000 is just too high. So I did I kept it as LMC or Louisiana Concern says his idea, however we crafted that, but I just reduced the prices to the max that somebody pays $500. I think that was more a fair thing because we need to show, boom, this is an event first before we can start saying, hey, donate more money. Right. And also, I don't know where we stand as far as the fundraiser. That's kind of making me nervous because Tim and I think Tim floated the idea of the fundraiser a few times, and then last year the fire department we raised substantial amount of funds for fireworks. But then Nick is waiting on this grant. He's looking to go through. Well, I guess he won't know until maybe June 1st next Sunday.
So what type of fundraiser are you talking about?
Just raising money for the LMC shortfall.
Right, no, I understand what a fundraiser is, but are you doing a pancake breakfast? Are you doing a 4-way stop?
4-way stop.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like,
Okay.
what kind of fundraiser? Are you buying the mayor or, I was like, what event are you doing? So just 4-way stop. How much did they make last year from that?
Oh gosh, that's a good fun question. I think we made over maybe 12 to 14. And I think that was over the course of 2 days.
Wow.
That's a good
On
fit.
the forward side, wow. That was
We,
really good.
we did, unless my numbers are backward, but we had the booths up there by the pier and just collected that way, and people are very kind and considerate to the fire department.
Yeah, I was
And,
gonna say, is it because it's a fire
but
department?
what was funny though, is some people mistaked us because it turned out people in the four-way stop were in Pleasant Hill by the Atlas or whatever, the four-way over there. And I said, I already donated. It's like, we're not going to, because they're handing out roses, so they would do their donation stop at Pleasant Hill. Come across the street.
Oh,
It's just, they thought, oh, it's, they're, it's like, oh, they're, what is it? Getting money from us a second time. No, it's like, no, we're different.
Right, oh, that's funny, so we'll need to coordinate that, to make sure that doesn't happen again.
I was just saying, we could sell, since it is Memorial, maybe we could sell fake flowers right at the entrance to the cemetery.
Well, doesn't that lady set up down by the dollar store?
What if that creates some kind of gang rivalry?
A fake flower.
Maybe we should do real flowers,
I had
have someone donate it.
really good,
A fake
so
Versus
I think I was calling it firework flapjack. We wanted to do like a pancake breakfast.
Okay.
And firework flapjacks and put like little red, white, and blue sprinkles.
Oh my
on it.
God,
sounds
yes.
awesome.
I would love.
Yummy.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Get the fireworks.
At the
Do it.
beacon?
No, we don't.
I'll make them.
We're not allowed. to
Damn it,
serve
all right, all
food.
right, all right.
And she won't even get us a temporary permit, because I tried that too. I was like, can you give me a temporary seasonal outside permit and I'll just cook hot dogs on the grill on the patio? And she said no, because we do have an official establishment,
You said that.
the health inspector.
Oh, really?
I was like, can't you just give us
Because
a
I was
seasonal
thinking-
permit and we can just use the patio? And she's like, no, you have a kitchen inside that's not up to date. You can't just try to circumvent it.
I was thinking I'd sell hot chocolate at, during Christmas season, during, the parade and that kind of stuff, and just have it on the sidewalk.
Mhm.
Well, that you can get an event permit for, but
Okay.
like, because we would be directly outside of an establishment with a kitchen that's just not operational, it doesn't apply the same.
And we call it flapjack what?
Firework flapjacks,
Oh, I like it.
Flaming flapjacks, no.
that sounds like
Is
they're
that
gonna be
from a
spicy.
movie?
Dude,
Is that from a movie?
So are we putting ghost pepper sauce in these pancakes?
What is
Light
that?
it up.
No,
What's
not
that?
me.
It's like the hottest.
did you shoot that picture? Or was that just-
Oh, no, it's, the wallpaper that changes.
Yeah. Like you say, well, that's.
I'm just
really
saying,
cool.
I think that would be a great way to get the
No,
fire
I
department
wish.
involved, because nobody's gonna come out.
I
for
used
them.
to exhibit my photography.
Cause they do like
That
the
was
fish
back in the
fries and
day.
stuff.
Yeah. That's true. The fish fries though can be a bit of a hit or miss
Yeah.
because man, that like,
Well, that's what I mean, like pancake batter is cheap.
yes.
Pancake batter and water and sprinkle.
Yeah, and Lions Club, whenever they throw they always have success.
Yeah.
People like people like breakfast stuff.
Yeah, because you can still be tired. You get breakfast. You didn't have
Yeah.
to make it.
No, I agree.
Let's see if the fire department can help out and see what the cost is, and if we offer anything to sell it besides pancake too.
Mhm.
We probably have to help pay somewhere for orange juice and coffee. And
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Freedom flapjacks.
Freedom flapjacks. That's even better.
Genius.
You gotta be the part of the flyer to do it.
Yes.
What is that?
We'll have like a full bald eagle.
Steve in the background.
Freedom.
I've got,
Sue.
I know where we can get a Baldwin Bull statue. It's in that place called, probably this way. You put it right in front of you, like a flapjacks, we're good to go. Done,
I like
flyer
that you have
done.
a bald eagle statue ready to go.
Yeah, yeah.
No, here's what we do. We get you on
There you
top of
go.
Otis's donut shop with the eagle gargoyle that's up there and just start tossing pancakes down.
I'm your poster
Frisbee
child.
flags.
Yes.
Yeah, freedom flyers.
Or frisbee flags.
Yeah.
So-
You get a pancake, you get a
You can
pancake.
take it.
Oh,
I think it'll go over great.
Okay.
Free flying flapjacks.
Freedom.
Flying freedom flapjacks, you gotta throw the freedom in there.
free flying through the blockbuster.
Speaking of spending money, do you know if they were able to send out the check for the Prince record?
No, I had it in my mind. I think I tried to get Melissa on that. It was just the PO thing, the purchase order thing.
Yeah.
And I bet, okay, do you have that person's email?
Yeah, that's what I forwarded you.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I just forwarded you that thread, because he just reached out earlier today and was saying he hadn't received the check yet, so.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't upset about it, I just,
No, I actually, it's good that you said that because either or, it would have to be done before Friday. So it's just gonna be one of those like, okay, crack my knuckles, the purchase orders, then all in one go.
On the radio stations, they don't usually send invoices out until after the response. So you won't get radio invoices until still on.
Okay, well then, I guess that would be, okay.
I mean, I can check with them and see if they want to do.
I mean, I don't want their money.
Well, it's weird that the billing departments.
Yeah.
I don't really know much more to cover. Hopefully everybody's okay with taking that week off for Memorial Day. I don't want anybody to have
Don't
any,
twist my arm.
what?
Twist my arm.
The-
You're really making me take off.
Bunch
I
of
really
break.
wanted to be here.
More meetings, more meetings.
On
Meetings.
the municipals flyer thing.
Yeah.
Did you agree that we need to redo that because without the two?
I just told Casey to fill it in and put it to you there because then she would just reprint it because I already put those flyers out when I made the mistake and I said, okay, well, if she's already ordered them, put a mark on them, I don't know. I think when we get too overly concerned about that stuff, it might make us, it might involve us like being too micromanagey about stuff. And so I'm just like, well, do the best that you can because there's still flyers. Because I think maybe 1 out of 5 people will say that I don't like this is still paid because it's kind of the same. It's the same thing with like, one person will see something in someone's yard and say, oh, this is a homeowner association. And then another person will be like, oh, I don't see that. This is a nice house, So I'm wondering, I don't think all the flyers are perfect. Like, I think it's just a general idea. Like, do they want to be involved in that or not?
Well, that was my thought, because I'm assuming she's giving those directly to businesses and they're not something that's just gonna be hung up
Mhm.
all the time. And I emailed her back personally, and I was just like, as long as they're spelled correctly everywhere else,
Mhm.
people aren't reading letter by letter. And like, it's just in the,
It's a small mistake.
yeah, it's in the box of text. I feel like it's gonna be glossed over because they're gonna see Legends and Liberty up top. And they're gonna be like, oh, got it. It's spelled correctly everywhere else. And if she spent her personal money to get those printed, I don't think it's our place to be like, no, you have to go reprint them.
Well, I realized something after working with programmers, even senior level programmers, and then leaving stuff out, and then even having lawyers and just type documents and misspelling people's names, and going to correct it. It's like I forget people to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
no.
I mean, we all looked at it on her phone before and none of us caught it, so that
Yeah.
tells you most people are gonna be skim reading anyway.
No, but it's a good point. But going forward, this being our first year, let's take our lessons away, and
Yeah.
that way at the end after the event, say, well, here's what we messed up on,
It makes better next year.
Yeah.
Have we gotten any more vendors signed up?
I still see a total of 5, but the 5 is a false because you still have that one that backed out last second. And then actually,
Who are
Casey,
the other 4?
what?
Who are the other 4?
So we have Lulu Shaved Ice.
Right.
We have that taco truck. That's the
Uh-huh.
red taco truck. Then we have Paulson's Publishing.
Uh-huh.
And then like who's the 4th? I'm trying to
Is it-
visualize.
Seven Sisters and Three Spirit?
No. I can see their thing in my mind. I just know they're still on there, getting back out, but the one person didn't like the fact that they had to do, even though it said in the.
Oh, Southern Grace.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, that background, okay.
Trey had spoke with Street Sips. They seem like they might want to.
Okay,
I'm also going to try to get them to come down to the riverfront one day in the next, sometime in June, and do a cars and coffee event.
great.
Just
I'll
as,
attend.
yeah, just as promotion of, hey, we're having a car show, come out. And, you know, maybe we'll do, it's only $15 if you sign up with us that day. You know, if you pay and you're registered that day, we'll give you an extra discount. You know, or a free second class or whatever. I just think that would be a good way to promote it and get people down here. Just do a 8 to 10 cars and coffee. They're usually early in the morning. They're quick. They're easy.
Yeah.
It's just a show and shine. We don't really have to do anything. And I mean, we can have them either come down to the riverfront, which I think is the better option, or we can set it up in that parking lot where they're normally. I think just having everybody down here though will give those guys more of a visual of what this town is
Mhm.
and where the car show will be. So I am trying to get them down. I talked to a bunch of vendors over the weekend at Mother's Day. I sent out those emails yesterday. So we'll see. Everybody seemed interested though. Nobody said that our price is too high. Everybody's like, oh, I get a day and a half on a holiday weekend and you have stuff going on? Absolutely.
It's really an experimental event, but it's like, we're really flexing these elevator pitches the best that we can, because a lot of people, you know, I called up several vendors and they'll say either their truck can't move, or they'll say, oh, that's that 4th of July, that's the competitive one every single time. It's like, oh, so like, okay, the biggest thing they want to know, how many people do you draw in? You know, it's like, well, I can tell you Colorfest brings a crowd, but this one, the 4th of July is the big thing that every riverfront brings, you know, draws a huge crowd, but the July 5th will be the biggest.
Well, and what I've been telling people when they ask that is I'm telling them, you know, hey, it is a first time event for us, but we are pulling from Hannibal all the way down to St. Louis. We do have a car show going on that's going all the way from the 1920s all the way up to modern. And we have live music for 7 hours, and it's
Yeah.
not just old man music. We have rock, we have a DJ,
Right.
we have things happening, and all of those are going to bring out different crowds.
Yeah.
So that's been my pitch when people have been like, well, who do you usually draw? I don't know, but I can tell you who we are bringing to us. Speaking of which, we do have a Sasquatch that will be making an appearance.
I think I know who it is.
Cousin Henry.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, Cousin Henry has shown interest. They were like messaging on the comment in one of the car show groups, and they're like, "Hey, you should have Cousin Henry come out." I'm like, "What is this?" A Bigfoot character that goes to a bunch of car stuff.
Isn't it a saxophone?
Maybe that sounds right. Because I don't know. I had to look at it because I was like, "What?
That's
Who is Cousin Henry? What are you saying right now?"
That's not
Speak
Steve
up.
Henry, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, the distinction.
Yeah. No, I don't think so, but let's see if I can find it. But yeah, so, and I mean, they seem to have a pretty good following on Facebook. So. But yeah, I haven't done my big posts this week for the car show, but I'll do that this week, I guess. And then I'm trying to go to a car show on Friday and Saturday. There's one in Hannibal on Saturday.
Casey also said, just real fast, he said, a vendor backed out Paycom. They said they sold the truck on leaving. The email was stated in. You know what? Let me log in right now and I'll be more specific about
Yeah,
it.
pull it up, pull it up.
Since this is set up to
With no licensing, the food trucks and stuff.
That I'm not sure. I would assume they still have to get their city, like business license. And
But if
then,
they're going from time to time, how would you get a business license?
you just give them your $15, I would assume. It's usually like, if, especially if you stay like within your county, you already have your county business. And then you just have you get your city one, so that way you can remit your sales tax within their tax rate. Cause like, so like our tax rate here is the 9.5375. But like a certain percentage that goes to the state, a certain percentage goes to the county, and a certain percentage goes to the city. So you have to go into each city to make sure you're having whatever their portion of the sales tax is. And then, I guess, you just get inspected by the local inspector. I don't know how that works, cause like, I was noticing it at the event we were at over the weekend. I was like, I didn't see the health inspector come out. And we were there at 7 AM on Saturday. And I was like, I didn't see the health inspector. But granted, that's in Moscow Mills, so I don't know what their rules for that are. And they were on private property, so I don't know if then that's a whole nother thing. But I know out here, our health inspector comes out for every event. And she'll check everybody's stuff. At least the tent. I don't know how much she checks the trailers.
I also talked to her and she has our event down on her list.
Okay.
Also, yeah, okay, so so this could just be a false positive thing because not everybody, they're probably just holding out to the last minute, but so it's KB Cohen's LLC and Southern Grace Coffee we don't have, so we have 3 right now. So that just means if they're, for devil's advocate or whatever sake, if there's only 3 right now, that would just mean that taco truck gets swarmed and they have to take all the business and then move the shaved ice will be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna get swarmed.
Yeah, like I said, I talked to a bunch of the vendors at the event we were at, and they all seemed interested. I have one more that I need to send out that she would be a really good vendor to have because she's got like her own following. She makes like the trucker hats, and puts the patches on them. She's great. But I reached out to the lady who makes like dog collars. They look like beaded necklaces. And so she'll like size them, super cute. A guy who makes wood furniture, and he already knows about our town and loves it, so he's in. I reached out to a dog treat people, and somebody else. Oh, she's a hairstylist, and she'll do like the hair tinsel and stuff.
Can we put the list of vendors at Power Fest?
I could reach out to Brooke and see if I can.
Yeah, Casey got a list from Spring Cleaning and said all of those emails kept bouncing back.
What are the jewelry people here?
Yeah, I need to go through, there's a lady who is more local to us that does the permanent jewelry. I think
I know there's one in Monroe City also.
yeah, this lady I think is out of Pittsfield, but she used to go to It's So Good and set up with her. And we made shirts for her, so I need to find her information and reach out and see if she's still doing it.
You know that had one.
Yeah, that one always has a line.
Yeah.
This is cousin Henry. It's Harry, not Henry.
Yes, you're gonna steal the thunder like you Oh, I did.
It could be like, with the King Kong and Opera or something like
Yeah.
that, or Godzilla and King Kong.
You know what we should-
Sasquatch versus.
Well, and I was saying we need to get the whole squat family together.
Yeah. So FYI, I actually have I bought like 4 bottles of fabric black dye for that costume. So, you need hot water to do it.
In the bucket, right?
And salt and dish stuff.
And then I still need to get orange eyes and hands and feet.
Orange?
Yeah, because the Momo's original eyes were were bright orange.
And the
And I've actually talked to Wiley a couple of times, and I was like, is that, because I said something to him about the eyes, he's like, they were orange. He's like, okay, you're the voice of reason.
Yeah, you're in charge here.
So, okay, well, I mean, that was pretty good summary of things. We're just kind of calming down a little bit, but, you know, we're trying the best that we can with vendors and stuff.
Oh, do you wanna forward me the media packages that the entertainment has sent you? And just since I have more time, I can get those on Facebook.
Yes.
Cause I'm gonna start, now that I got 2 whole sponsors. I'm gonna start making those posts as well, so if you just wanna send me their media packages. I can make sure that I'm doing that, and then that'll help me as well to be able to post those into the card groups.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, like I said, this is, you know, the thing about July 5th too is, like, again, it's a first time thing. And so whatever we do now is always going to be something we can improve upon, because we'll it'll be really easy to mobilize a month. You know,
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we're not here to, like, what is it, give ourselves a hard time, and especially if the event comes around. It's like, just hope for the best, you know, kind of thing.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really well.
I'm a big charging for sponsorships. with local businesses.
So we have 2 different sets. So for the car show, which is sponsoring the trophies, mine is set up as 50, 100, and 250. And so that's 50 is you're sponsoring the judges. 100, you get your name on 1 trophy set. And then 250, you get an entire decade, so both modified and stock. And those will have first, second, and third, and then 1 other specialty class.
Let me just read it straight from the doc real quick. I want to go step by step and re-explain which.
Well,
You
as
weren't
I'm
here.
talking to people, it'll give me some idea of what the costs, et cetera.
The teacher, he wasn't here the last time we did it.
Oh, that's right.
It's just still been hanging out in my bag. Put in that little nugget over there for you, the small town big fun.
Yeah, great, yes.
Easter egg.
Yeah. I was like, that
That
was for
has a nice
Steve.
50s vibe with the old cars, that's for sure.
The robots made the graphic.
It gave me a very Industrial Revolution era whole kind of tobacco thing. That's what I thought it was. So FYI for the sponsors, again, these prices get modified. So it's, if you pay around $100, your name is mentioned in supporter thank you, so it's on social media and website. And then there's a bronze sponsorship, so that's, I put that to $200 this time. So you get your name on the website, social media, but you also get some bronze sponsorship. Then same thing, you know, if you pay silver, you're gonna be put on the, you have a name listing on the silver aspect, I suppose, and then you pay for gold, you get main stage, or okay, on stage thank you mentions for silver, and gold, main stage recognition during the event, logo on website, social media promotion, inclusion of select radio mentions, logo placement on event signage and materials, and then if you're a platinum sponsor, your logo gets placed on all of the banners, advertising recognition of all radio, social media promotions, featured logo on our event website flyer, public shout outs and main stage during festival, vendor booths,
And the costs of each of those levels.
platinum, if I can remember correctly, was $500, gold 400, silver 300, bronze $200. And Chris Sitton so far is getting Christmas money, or receiving money. I think he said $292 to $400.
What was it?
Yeah.
Are we doing the like across the street banners? Do you know how much those cost in Chamber or whoever did those?
That would be a great question.
And because I missed out, are we doing stuff along the street here, the things stuff, you know,
No, I think we decided we're gonna put him over by, like the food bank.
yeah.
That way he's at the end of the motorcycles and people can pull up to him without having to drive through actual traffic.
Or motorcycles too?
Yeah, so he'll pinstripe anything.
I was telling about that earlier, it sounds exciting.
Yeah, we'll have a whole motorcycles will all be on Fourth Street in each direction. And then all the cars are included.
All down Georgia?
Yeah, so from the river, like, this side of 789 is gonna be the showcase, so those people pay a little bit extra to be closer to the event. And then we're going all the way down to 7.
Which is a little, I mean, if you have, when we're a little bit different in that the vendors and everything basically riverfront, park those, or
Yeah, so our goal with the event, instead of doing all the vendors on Georgia Street where you block off the local businesses and being able to see our cute building, we're putting all the vendors at the riverfront, because the parks don't block the businesses. People can still see our town.
hopefully businesses will appreciate it, for people like the car show.
Yeah.
So.
I think business will be
big draws.
less vocal and verbal about stuff too, because it's not another business competing by their business. It's just this beautiful car, and since you're mesmerized by the classic car, oh, what's this business?
But it's a draw.
Yeah,
Instead of-
It draws you towards it.
yeah, and I need to check in with the tattoo shop again and see if they plan on running a flash sale. But I'd already put that bug in. Things.
So there's another one going.
Yeah, no, just the one on Georgia, cause I know they do like Friday the 13th sales and stuff. So I was like, do something car themed, America themed, whatever. I don't think La Roots is gonna be open, cause I did go ahead and tell her, and I was like, hey, if you have anybody coming in today, go ahead and let them know, they're gonna have to park down on the. And she was like, we'll just close, I'm not worried about it. I was like, okay. I know the bridge will be open, cause they're gonna do a blessing of the bikes that morning. Yeah, yeah, because he had said, he was like, I always wanna do one and I always forget about it, and I was like, okay, well, it's not the beginning of season, but you can still do a blessing of the bikes mid-season. I'm sure Miss Greenman will be open. And hopefully we'll be open, so. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna do for sure.
So maybe we need to have some kind of way, a couple things displaying it, but there's not really people signing up as volunteers. And so I'm wondering if it's just gonna be like, okay, well, it's gonna be a 5 or 6 person group that's gonna control everything. Obviously with the help of like fire departments like that, it's like, I guess we'll just have to tough it out all day, because I know at the chamber ran events, they pretty much had to.
Well, I know the scouts are wanting.
Oh, they are? Yeah.
Dylan's on top of it.
Oh, I did, message Pastor Long from the Methodist Church, and he sent me to some of his congregations.
Okay.
Interested in,
Volunteering for the festival.
And I'll talk to, some people in Clarksville as well, which will be down there for their picnic. June 7th, I think. Some of their community picnic is.
Isn't that the one with 1,000 people signed up? Okay. Well, I guess that's all.
All right,
Clink.
thanks, Chase, thanks, guys.
Thanks.